just at the level crossing with the my favourite company, Network Rail. The crossings, basically all the sleepers have rotted away, so it's tractors are bouncing and banging and all the sleepers are moving around, and we're just worried that it's going to dislodge them and derail a train. So they did say in the summer that they were going to change the crossing after all the hassle we had with the phone lines and not letting me cross. Anyway, needless to say, it's Network Rail. Nothing's now being done, and we're like 3 or 4 months later, so they're going to apparently address it now. I'll put a couple of pictures on of what's actually wrong with the deck. I should have got a video really when that train was going over of how much it's flexing and moving around. But I'll put some pictures on I've just taken. Has anyone got 5, 60, 62, 22.5 BKTs that are doing this? It's got like a tree appeared in the sidewall. Just on the big Tonka toy, pushing up the stone. Some there that's come out of the screener, some there that's not gone in yet. And there's a screener. So they've got some wagons carted today, this stone that we've got for sensible money. So we're just stockpiling it, ready to clean it, and then we can use it for different projects. So, it's like a big Tonka toy, this. The Hyundai loading shovel. It's not got enough hands actually to hold my phone at the same time. Sam's just brought a load of stone there from the yard up the road. Don't have to buy them trailers. It's raining on the move. It's a bit of a beast. A bit slow though. I do like on this that you can left foot brake and you can right foot brake. It's the same thing. It's got like a little bar between the two. So you can drive it like a car or you can drive it like a rally car. Yeah, so this is worn like a razor. Should be like that. So I'll put that on the bottom of there and hopefully it'll have a bit more life left in it because it's properly worn back. It should come out to about here. You can really see now how much it's worn when you look at it, you know, the size of my boot to it. It's properly worn at the edges. So we'll get that stitched on, like new then. And also there's a bit of cracking up here that'll have to. Got it on now, square. So I've just got to weld all the way along there. It's about 8.5 foot, but it's quite a gap because of the way the bucket's worn, so it's going to take some filling with weld, but hopefully I should get it and get it to look a bit like that. Done the first foot, but the electric brake is just tripped off because the welder must be overloading the breaker because I've got it turned right up. Taking that much wire, I've run out, so I'm having to pull out the last bit in the lead. Put a new roll on because this one's now empty, and then thread it through the roller mechanism and feed it in. Done now, just got to finish the rest of the weld off down there. Just letting the electrics cool down again, so I'm just going to chop this end off and try with the grinder. Quite slow going because the steel's so hard. There's a plasma cutter, cuts with light and compressed air, doesn't even notice it, so I'll just cut it off with that like a laser. An hour and a half later. Pretty much done. Just going to weld some cracks up in the top up there and put a bit of weld around the back of it. Finally finished it now. Just takes me ages to do anything in the workshop because when your phone rings you can't weld. It just doesn't seem to ever stop, but now I've got a nice square front edge on it, so I'll leave it outside tonight to cool down. Don't want it setting fire to any sheds or wood chip overnight.